Alright, so if you wanted to do a screen save and because you wanted to play a B, this is the B. And this would be the fret nut. Okay, so that would be a B. I don't know how to draw a B unless I just go into text here and we'll put a B there. B. Well, that's B flat, so we want a big B right there. Wow, that's a really big B there. That'd be a really big B here. Well, let's go into cursor mode for a second, see if we can't get that guy a little bigger. No, it's not letting us copy that. We can't copy that B once it's made. It's kind of like one of these things. It's not part of the file. If you can see it, there's a B there. And that's your B pattern. Again, look at E is the fourth of B. So we've got a full 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4. Fourth on the E there. And then we're going to do the 5, 6, 7 on top. I just want to cheat and look at that. Okay, that's up here. The fifth of B is F sharp. There's our B way up here. It's not even on the pattern. It's right here. So B's kind of tough. It's kind of tough because it has a lot of sharps and flats. It's not that bad on the piano, you know. But see, I even messed it up trying to do the modes. Alright, let's move on to over here where now we have the key of caged. The key of caged, keys of caged. So how are we going to use that S4L, and we're going to fit that S4L into these diagrams here. And guess what? I didn't do that yet. Oh, this hasn't been done yet. So we'll have to look at this chart right here, and we'll go back over there for a discussion of what we got, and I can square them off. But this is what we're looking for in that case, and I'll have that in the next lesson. So before we finish the lesson out, I just want to talk about the Facebook group. That's where I post the charts, where you can download them as a picture and get them in full resolution. You don't have to worry about the screen save and where am I at, and I don't like screen savings when things are difficult. And so you look at the description box and you take the URLs in two parts. It's in the general URL and then the group number, and you put them both into the URL box and put them together like one after the other, you know, concatenated, and you get to the group page. The only thing I want to mention is that if you want to join the Facebook group, you have to have a bona fide Facebook account that shows usage, it shows you're a real person, and you have to put something into it, or you're going to have trouble being able to interact in the group as it is, and inviting other friends and things like that. So you have to have some friends, you have to have background information, you have to have a cover picture, you have to have a profile picture, you have to have your information about yourself and somewhat of a timeline. So I suggest that you have an active Facebook account if you're going to request entry into the Facebook group, and that's all it is. You'll be allowed in as long as your Facebook page doesn't have anything derogatory and or you know, something like that might be offensive to some any one of the other group members. you're in. Otherwise, just watch the YouTubes, and that's pretty much the action anyway, right? Because the charts aren't going to explain themselves. I'm going to explain the charts. So let's look at this here. We have these two diagrams are exactly the same. Let's get back to the lesson. I just wanted to do the Facebook pitch before we run out of time, because I usually run out of time. I'm not watching the clock. This diagram and this diagram are exactly the same. This one just has the caged ladder with the long patterns now. So we have an S3XL here, and then we have a nice S4L on top here, and then we go into another S3XL right here. See how they kind of trump along here on the imaginary fretboard, and then we have another, just one more S4L on top. That's all that is, with the full string shapes kind of filled in, if necessary. I don't know why I added these in, but this is what's happening. S3XL, S4L, S3XL, S4L. And I promise the next lesson that we're going to have those for these diagrams here, but I can do them briefly if we hurry up and look at what's going on here. So I even included the C here, but we don't have to, because as you know, you don't need the long pattern when you're playing a C pattern. So if you're, guitar here, you don't need it. So it's just 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. You have the entire scale right there in the C box. That's why when you play a C, you can do like perfect inversion. Something like that. I don't even want to get into that stuff. But you got, perfect triads. And it actually starts down here. But I started it because I did a robust C, so I did it with the G on the bottom. Something like that. So C is perfect like that. We don't need that, but I just put double string shapes up here on this C anyway. So what did I do? How did I do a long version? I just did the C and the next box up. So we got the C, you got the G, but we got the next box up. That's what's showing there, the C and the A right there. Okay, so I just did that for the fun of it. Can we do a long pattern on the C? Yeah, we don't have to. So you do it like it's a double pattern here, and then you can go into the A box there. How's that now? You can do the double pattern here. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, and then go into the A shape, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to get away, if you want to get away from the capo or the fret nut with the C box, you just go like that, and then go into your regular A shape stuff. So that would be an S4L, right? Remember we did this? A shape, definer, S4L. So it would be we just do it. You can do it that way with the C, but it's more important and more effective to remember that now we're going to change keys. We are going to change keys. Hello, we are going to change keys. There we are. Let's look at the G. Okay, so we're looking at this part. We're going to start. Where's our S3XL when we're playing the G? Now remember, the G has a lone wolf 7 that you can't get. Sure, you can do a diatonic. You can do a pentatonic with the G here. But you can't do the diatonic on the G. Alright, because remember, G is a big old S5L.